Hi! Today's video is a review of the Tarte Shape Tape Cloud Coverage Foundation. And I don't normally do foundations over here on this channel. Hi, I'm Shawn from Melanoma Mom. I talk about sunscreens and skin cancer on this channel, but the reason I am reviewing this is because it is SPF 15 and it's not a chemical sunscreen. It has 9.9% titanium dioxide. So I was very curious to get this. As many of you know, I am so fair. It is very difficult for me to find a foundation that is my shade. So I have a wear test, so watch this wear test and then I will give you my final thoughts on this foundation that comes in a pump. I love the color match. Look at that. You can't even tell there's a line. And normally you can. No foundation line. Now it looks a little glowy. This is the third different sunscreen I've tested out with this makeup to see, what did I use? Where is it? So I have this very moisturizing sunscreen on underneath that is more glowy. So we'll see how it wears underneath. So I'll check back in a couple hours. I'm gonna put the rest of the makeup on. Okay, I finished putting just a light. I'm just doing the light makeup today. I put the Fit Me powder on top. I've got concealer. You can see the glow of the sunshine. You can see the glow of the sunscreen through it. This cloud Shape Tape Cloud Coverage, I think, is a light. It definitely has a lighter coverage than my Nisha BB cream, which is this. And it's lighter coverage than the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. But it is better coverage, I think, than the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. So I didn't put any eyeshadow on. That's why my eyelids look pink. Pink and blue and very veiny. I do want to put a little bit of blush on just to give my face a little color, even though I do have a little bit of redness peeking through right there. But I have this Tarte and Party. This is one of those free gifts forever ago. And it's just like a nudie blush. Literally, it would be so dark, but it applies so light. Can't even tell I put any on. I'll check back in a couple hours and show you how it wore. But as you can see, it's sitting very nicely on top of my sunscreen. And it's definitely a light coverage because you can see all of my acne scars, which I like. I like a light coverage now. Okay, I'll be back. This is what the foundation looks like after 4 hours. It's rubbed off here because I've been blowing my nose a lot today. And possibly rubbed off a little bit on my chin. Well, I did put blush on, so maybe not. I think it looks good. It's a little shiny, but I think that's because of the sunscreen that I put on underneath. What is that? Don't know. Still looks great, I think. Although I don't know that I'm liking this sunscreen underneath it. Looks like it's rubbed off a little bit here. Did I scratch my head maybe? I don't know. I wanted to point out that they do have a wide range of shades, in my opinion. I should be popping up something on the screen right here to show you that. I picked, of course, the very fairest of all, 12 in, which is fair neutral. My skin has a slight pinky tone to it, which was perfect for me. I've been wearing this for a week and a half now, every day except for one. Spoiler alert. I love this stuff. I love that it comes in a pump. I love how it sits and there's no shine. I've got on this morning. It sits great on top of all of my sunscreens. It's not shiny. It does have like a matte finish, but not super matte. Does that make sense? More like a natural matte. So it doesn't make your skin, it doesn't make my skin look dry. It just makes it look normal, but it does, I do find that whatever sunscreen you put underneath does pop through. Now you're probably asking, if you're not familiar with my channel, why am I using sunscreen because this already has SPF 15? Because I had melanoma skin cancer and I like my sunscreen to be 30 to 50 mineral sunscreen on my face all the time. Having a foundation that has an SPF in it is just like a little bit of added protection for me. Does that make sense? But I don't depend on it as my sole sunscreen, and I wouldn't for SPF 15. That's not a high enough SPF for me, but I love that it has titanium dioxide. Many foundations that have SPF in it are a chemical sunscreen, which I prefer a mineral sunscreen. It goes great on with a beauty blender. I did not try it with a foundation brush. I say beauty blender, but I use the L'Oreal sponge the L'Oreal version of the Beauty Blender, which is much cheaper. I love that one. I love those wind chimes. In the past, when the Shape Tape Concealer first came out and it was super high coverage, I wore that and felt like it was too dry. This, it doesn't have the dryness, and it is a cloud coverage, which in my opinion means light coverage. You can build it up slightly, but I find that it's a light coverage and I like that about it. You can't tell you're wearing it on your face. It's very thin and sits wonderfully. What else can I say about it? If you are as fair as I am and you're looking for a variety of shades, give this one a try. I'll pop up the price point that I paid on the screen, which is about average, I feel, for foundations that I usually pay for. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.